I'm working on making some business cards for Mr. Jason over at Aggieland Moving. I'm working on making some hats. Made some for Redbud Timberworks, my buddy Mike. You guys go check him out. He makes some pretty cool handmade wooden furniture. Got some hats going for him. Just working on some orders. Got a few hats I'm working on, a few patches. I'll show y'all here in a second. Gonna have my buddy Mike hop on live with us here in a bit as well. Do a little Q&A. Talk about YouTube. Just have a nice little conversation, Let's get some more of these business cards going. How are y'all doing today? Let me open up the chat here. Let's see. Another one down. Your iCloud storage is almost full. Y'all bear with me. I'm just looking through my emails. Ooh, just got paid. That's cool. I love when the business sends me money. ESC@gmail.com. Do I have a cool concentrating face when I'm trying to concentrate on typing this email? What do you mean? that's dumb. All right, let's see. What do you mean it's really zoomed in, like on my face? What I can see is like my shoulders. Oh, I mean my lights did. Yeah, that's how I have it set right now. That is how I have it set right now. Check out this hat I made for my buddy Mike with Redbud Timberworks. I have another one too. Let me. And I'm making some metal business cards for Aguilan Moving. These things are so sharp. What can't you see? Ah! Mike! What's up, Mike? We are hashtag live. If y'all are watching, make sure y'all say hi. What are you working on today? Oh, I can't even count how many jobs. But right now, I am working on making some hats. Got quite a few hats to make. I made this one for my buddy Mike at Redbud Timberworks. I have another one on the press that is pink with the white mesh. But I'll show you here in a second once it comes off. And I'm also making some metal business cards for Mr. Jason over at Aguilan Moving. Got 50 of those going. Almost done. Almost done here. Got like about 6 or 8 more left. This one just came off the laser. These are so fun to make too. They're just so cool. These are the kind of business cards that don't get thrown away, you know. Just had a lady come pick up a hat earlier. Oh, actually, so hey, Miss Amy. Yes, ma'am. You sure do. Shoot me a text message. Check out this hat that I made, Miss Amy, for my buddy Mike at Redbud Timberworks, and I'll show you the other one in a second once it's once it's done. Did you have a good day today, Miss Amy? I know the pink is. It looks so good. Check this one out. Got to repress it to get the top on there, but pink with the black and the white, they both look so good. All right, there we go. These are some good looking hats. Boom. I just sent you a text message too, Miss Amy. Show y'all some more of the patches that I made today. Here's Hoof and Horse Ranch. Oh, actually, I have their hats too. Where's the hats? Let me go get the hats. Check these out. These colors, especially this one. I love this hat. This is probably my favorite hat color. That brown and tan. Good looking hats. Y'all don't make fun of my PJs. Oh, Mike. Hey, what's up, Kim? Mike, let me. How do I. Okay, here we go. I just gotta turn you on there. Mike!
You remembered. You remembered how to do it.
I didn't know there was a. I forget there's the waiting room.
You're just learning. That's what it's
Yeah.
all about. Going live, learning, and figuring out camera angles, right? So, you're gonna know.
Boom, boom, boom.
I was just helping Roxy with her computer, right? So,
Hold on, I gotta turn my volume up so I can hear you better. Oh wait, it's over here. Still learning how to work this MacBook.
I know. I was talking to a friend in Boston and remotely setting up hers because she bought one the same time you did.
Maybe I just need to turn my machine off. That's what it is. Oh yeah, she get a Neo.
Yes. So after I left Texas, I headed to the Northeast. I went to visit one of my friends in Boston who's going to hold in-person YouTube University with us. And she bought one of these MacBooks, but then she locked herself out. So we've been having fun with it for the last couple of weeks. But tonight we got it set up. So she's going to join. She's going to start restreaming. Because she has her own shows as well, but it's nice to have a different options for cameras, right?
Absolutely.
And live streaming to multiple platforms at once is way easier with your MacBook, but we still need, B-roll with your phone on a tripod, but we'll add that into the mix.
Yeah, I was getting ready to go live, and I was thinking about switching up between. What am I trying to say? So right now I'm doing Facebook and YouTube. I was thinking about doing Instagram and YouTube today, but then I was like, okay, I think I'll reach more people on Facebook. But yeah, I'm gonna. What I figured out is I'm gonna sign up for the subscription soon, so I can do more accounts. I was gonna do it tonight, and then I didn't have my wallet on me, so I was like, okay, that's tomorrow's problem.
Well, as we said in you're in the visibility engine, and in order to make we're streaming to Substack. A Substack will generate you more shorts.
I need to get my Substack account set up as well.
So it's just one of those, the same amount of energy, just getting more output from the energy we're streaming, right? So we're testing the shorts with Restream right now because the paid plan gives you a lot, and you can choose how many clips you want out of each video. So you can say, hey, I want 3 clips, or I want 10 or 15. So if if you're prepping for a really good session, podcast, Q&A, whatever, you can
yeah, I got you.
The quality of AI clips, you're probably still going to want to edit them, but it just saves you time scrolling through your footage for the gold nuggets. So
absolutely. Yeah, I could see like a podcast, you'd probably want like 10, and then maybe just like other applications, maybe you only want like 3 or something.
Well, I know from my experience with filming my own podcast, producing other people's podcasts, editing is where everybody falls out of love with their video.
That's fair.
Produce a ton, and then they're like, "Oh, I don't want to edit it." And then there's AI tools, of course. There's Opus Clip, there's Descript, there's a ton of AI tools, but you still have to learn them and be happy with the outputs, right? So, and the only way you can really clip stuff is making footage, making longs, anyways. So, it's just repetition every single week and just learning to get better at it. Dr. Levi's going on a trip. I told him to take a tripod, take his phone, and get comfortable with that style as well. Like come back with some vertical shorts I can use and show him, just constantly make content.
You just gave me a really good idea because we're actually going on a trip this weekend to Galveston to kind of celebrate some of the wins. So I'm going to bring my tripod, and just got a really cool idea. While we're out playing on the beach, I'm going to time-lapse record it.
Yeah, time-lapses are fun. It's just when we park we've been to Galveston Island. We've parked on some of the beaches down there with our fifth wheel, so it's fun.
Oh yeah, we're excited.
I was trying to figure out how to do a drone, but that didn't really go that well with the wind. So I was like, you know what? I'm probably safer. I've had GoPros. I've had a whole bunch of different types of cameras. When I had the official podcast studio, I was using Canon DSLRs, right? So when I was in a podcast, when I was filming my podcast, my interview series, I had two DSLR cameras plugged into a computer, and we were recording with Zoom like 2-3 years ago. some of this live streaming stuff was working, but I didn't really like StreamYard. I didn't like Riverside. This one with Restream being free for like 2 platforms you can stream to, I think that's pretty fair.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It does more than what I'm asking it to do, and then as you upgrade, you can do more and more with it. And I'm really excited to get all my accounts connected, because right now I'm just doing YouTube and Facebook, which those are the main ones. But there's a lot more. Like I need to get my Substack set up. I think I connected my TikTok, and then
You
my
can, yeah, TikTok's interesting how it works. So, but the only platform I think you have a limit is Instagram. It says you're supposed to have 1,000 followers. I don't know if that's legit or not, but my wife Julie, when she's streaming to TikTok, and so we're literally just making sure we go check the feed. It's in it's in the guide, the production checklist we give you. It's in that guide to get the tech set up, make sure the connections work, warm them up, start live streaming, and then make sure you're happy with the if you're going to connect to Substack, make sure it's showing up on Substack. Same with TikTok, all these platforms, because sometimes there's wrinkles,
like
right? And it's just the more frequent you go, the more frequent you use them, go live, you're just going to get comfortable. So it's just a matter of, okay, how to tech went well or not so well. And just, it's usually internet connection is generally what the problem is. It's not fast enough for the uploads. So
absolutely.
but your video quality your video quality on the Neo looks amazing. So
thank you.
Mine just sucks because the LED lighting in an RV sucks, and I have my studio lights with me, but they get so hot in here.
You just reminded me I need to swap the battery in my light because it's going to die soon. But yeah, I think my goal next week is to connect more accounts, start testing out Instagram, TikTok Live. I need to get it's Rumble, right?
Yeah. Substack will generate you X amount of free shorts. My wife's pretty happy. She's pretty happy with the format of them. So, we just want more content, because once you got enough shorts in the buffer, then we'll use repurpose to take the shorts and take them as soon as you make them for YouTube. Well, then, and you get your ones from Substack that you upload to YouTube, then we'll just use repurpose to send your content to the other platforms. But it's good to have a buffer of videos to do that, because you don't want to turn on something like that and then not be able to supply it, because repurpose wants minimum, like it will do like 5 videos per day from YouTube to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. So and just another like tech thing to install and then manage. So it's like, hey, let's make sure we get enough shorts uploaded to YouTube on the drip campaign, and then when we know we've got a good enough buffer there, connect the other stuff. And I'm excited for each of the students in the in the class, because you're all learning. You've got a desire to learn, and everybody's going to move at their own pace. And David's got a lot of stuff to like repurpose and repackage and get out and learn new stuff. So, and myself as well, it's like, we're like, okay, there's a historical content that we made, and then all this I've got books I've been working on releasing them as audiobooks, recording them as lives, so then I've got more content to make, right?
That's awesome.
And your customers are only going to remember you if you keep showing up, right? So
that's right. Yeah, I've been seeing all of Dr. Levi's content popping up, and he's doing great too.
I like his approach, but of course there's a reason he came to me, and then I'm like, hey, this is I know other chiros, and it's interesting. We're doing question and answer series, and so I told my other friend to do too, because she's also a medical practitioner. I've apparently have a lot of medical practitioners as friends or past clients, because I know denturists and dentists and med spa owners and plastic surgeons, because we're all business owners and have to promote ourselves, right? So you go from business owner to, wait a minute, I got to promote. And how can you do that efficiently? Right? Because
that is the
you got to get in front of people's eyeballs. And yeah, organic in person's great, but then if you meet them, exchange that business card, when they remember you, they're going to go Google search you. And what's going to show up on Google search?
I know it's going to show up for me. It's going to be my Google page, and then it's going to be some YouTube.
Oh yes, once we get that YouTube algorithm activated, it'll just be all these links. Jared's just gonna Salt and Steel's just gonna fill the. I'm excited for that. So that's what I was able to do for myself. My wife's done it. It's just a matter of getting in front of the audience, and once you get in front of them and they call, you got to still know how to convert them and get them give the customers what they want and do a good service and be ethical and honest and all that fun stuff that goes with customer service. So your friend called me today, so I'm excited to talk to her. So
Miss Amy?
Yeah,
Miss Amy is awesome.
Yeah. But we were texting during the trade show because, of course, I meet so many people and so many people are interested, but you got to exchange the pleasantries and then get the numbers and then figure out which way people really want to text, communicate in the future, because sometimes it may start out with social media, but it just ends up playing over phone call and text message. So. So no, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to her because she gave me a little bit of information about the businesses, and I'll bring Julianne in and we'll speak on next week. So
sweet.
So thank you for that introduction. It's appreciated. Absolutely. And yeah, Dr. Levi, I had a chat with him today, question and answer, and it's just funny because he gets excited with his answers, and I'm excited that he's excited that he's making content. So
yeah,
that's what I told him. What I told you both to begin with is you're just gonna do it, whether or not you like to do it or not, and then just continue to do it, because then you're gonna have other ideas. If you get podcasts started in your neck of the woods or get invited on podcasts, get all that content that other people make that you make with other people, get that on your YouTube.
Absolutely. I need to actually, that's a good point, because I have a whenever you Google search me, Salt and Steel Engraving, it comes up with the podcast that I did, but I don't have that on my YouTube yet. So I need to
you can go, there's a bunch of tools. You can just go download the YouTube video.
Yeah.
That's literally what I'm doing with Dr. Levi's stuff, and our friend David's stuff is going to their YouTube channels, directly downloading it, and then running it through Restream to make clips, just to give them examples of what they can make. It's just creativity. It's like, okay, take a chunk, slap a nice pretty intro screen on it if you want, and then make a bunch of tests, like, and just see, as you can tell with your own shorts, right? The views, and just being interested in the numbers, but just continuing to put them out and change the formats just to see, because I can tell with yours, there seems to be Dr. Levi's like, I know why this one did well, because it did well on Instagram. I'm like, well, that's perfect, but that may not be every single thing. Like, some may go, if you got a couple K views on Instagram, great. That may be repeatable on YouTube, but it also depends on how your how you're telling your story with your shorts, right? And if you got 5, 10, and we got to keep making them, because we just got to refine that storytelling process and your editing skills, and what you think is gonna do well. Time will tell, because not everything's also a ton of views right away. We've interviewed on our show, like I got a buddy his name's Lefty, and he's a documentarian. He's in Canada, and he's also in the YouTube monetized program like I am, but he teaches all the ins and outs of videography, right? Like he'll teach you all about lighting, cameras, blah blah blah. But his top video is just an like stereotypical unboxing video, right?
It's always the video.
So, and I'm like,
it's
that
always the same videos.
that's normal because there's so many people where I'll talk to them. They're like, oh, well, I have this course or I have this podcast. And I was like, oh, I'll ask them what type of content they're making. And they're like, oh, I stopped making content because I've got no return on investment or whatever. And I'm like, why do you just stop? Like, even if you like slow down a little bit and you've got them as just like video repositories because there's life stuff going on. I'm like, it's like, okay, whatever. But when I go and review videos, people don't realize sometimes that there's certain videos on YouTube that would actually put them into YouTube monetization program, but because they weren't aware it was possible for their amount of subscribers and watch time, and they kind of just left their channel there. And I'm like, hey, that one video that you shared with everybody, or is your course material? That one video's been watched enough that you've got your 4,000 watch hours. Like, there's channels out there that exist. And so it's crazy when I talk to people. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a gold mine sitting there, but because you didn't have the information to acknowledge it, you didn't activate it. Because it's probably also that video getting you to that status that you're, I don't know where you're at, is what's actually but it's feeding you all your Google hits, right? It's good to have it. It's good to have knowledge about, hey, this works well for my video content, this doesn't, etc., etc. Be active in the chat, ask the audience what they want to see, if they like. Have you been engraving all day, or?
Oh yeah, that's why I think I finished up at least for what I have tonight. Then now I just got to go through like emails and texts and follow ups and things like that.
Normal day-to-day stuff. So
Yeah. Go post all my.
I'm 7 days a week with that stuff, so it's nice to be like, hey, I'm walking away for a couple hours, and I've got an AI answering assistant, so hopefully I'm not missing anything important. So
yeah, there you go. That's what I'm doing this weekend is stepping away for a little bit, going to the beach. But
yeah,
it's still rocking and rolling though.
It's still a little chilly in Canada, so.
Yeah, we've been having a lot of rain, but it's supposed to clear up this weekend.
I probably got to go to bed. It's 1:45 here, so I just wanted to say I drop in and say hi and just keep making video content, and definitely going to the beach this weekend. Change it up a little bit. See what you can. It's always nice to have a tripod because when you go somewheres and you want to shoot and you forgot that tripod, you're like, well, it's going to be shaky. So take tripod. Just play, film.
Little videos here and there. But I think also
it's just nice to add variety.
Absolutely.
And then you just never know, because when we travel, we're like, hey, we're going to take these travel videos in this video and this video and this video, because it's just like, here, YouTube, I'll add some new stuff, and then you show it to people and give me more audience. So, exactly. And then you can play with your video editing skills. This is why people get GoPros and drones and all that cool stuff. But then you still got to edit. So,
I know that's the fun
part. If I'm giving you lots of homework, you're welcome. So,
no, definitely. I think it's also cool and important that we talk about this too, because there's so many people that, kind of like you said, they're sitting on a gold mine, they don't even know it.
Well, this is what I bring up with like I've been on calls all day because people get into my calendar and they're like, explain YouTube University to me, and I'm like, well, it's just literally production. Like, it's like, learn how to produce your stuff. YouTube strategy, YouTube first, repurpose second, everywhere second, right? So I'm just like, I want you to take the same amount of time and energy you're already doing with scattered posts or thinking about posts. Let's just shoot a bunch of video content, learn how to If you want shorts, learn how to cut them down to shorts, because shorts are easy to repurpose everywhere else. If you want to repurpose a long, you still have to chop that down. So that's why it's shoot content, learn how to do the shorts. The shorts are what you can repurpose everywhere's. Like, you should be able to do that with like 1 hour a week live and chop that down to have enough video. But of course, more frequent streaming just gives you more options to, especially if you want to do podcasts. I find that useful. When I was based in one city, I was doing like business speed dating podcasts. I was just getting as many people as I could to, ask them questions on about why they got started with their business, right? They want to help people. Well, how do you help people? Well, you need to fix things for people. Well, how do you find things to fix for people? Well, you got to talk to people, right? So it's just like, and then you'll find those natural referral partners, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, right. So
An
I know
idea, if you haven't already, is
go ahead.
I would say if you haven't already, maybe just shoot like a 5 or 10 minute video. So when people are like scheduling those calls, instead you could just say, "Hey, watch this YouTube video. Here's the basics. If you want to learn more, then."
Yeah, giving me homework. There you go. Thanks. No, I was doing it because I just suggested that in thanks. So that's really what I just suggested in our mutual friend Jennifer's Facebook group.
Right. Oh yeah.
Right. Because I said,
talking to her.
hey, they got this Facebook group, which should really be a video introduction group. So I'm still working on Jen. Right. But
Jen,
you
hear
got to
that?
show up and meet people and make sure everybody's legit. Like, everybody likes each other. Everybody likes your ideas. Okay, that's good to go. Let's roll. So yes, okay. I'll record a video to send to everybody's book, because it's super interesting having all these conversations with people to see why they got started with their videos in the first place. Exactly. And it's just like usually lack of ideas. I'm like, hey, you can just text me. I'll give you ideas. You're probably going to give me ideas too. So this is what
always learning.
Oh, well, and playing and testing and finding out what you like and what you don't like, because if you're posting stuff, you may get that negative feedback, but then you're like, hey, why did I get this negative feedback? Because it's either that you're just touching a point, or people don't understand what you do. Because a lot of times they're like, well, I don't understand YouTube. It's like, well, I'll tell you why I like it, but guess what? I'm just training you to shoot your own content, because in 5 years, if Facebook's not here and it's Rumble or Substack, at least you learned now. Then wishing you had learned. Right? Because I started my show 2020, so I had the idea for years, and then I was approached by somebody in 2019 to do it, and they bugged me for a while nonstop to do it. And I was like, it's just work. But then I'm like, well, everything great requires work. And then it just coincided that I was shutting down at my franchise and going fully independent. That is like, well, it's perfect time now. But as you know, and as you're going to learn, it's work. But promotions work because,
Yep.
If people don't know what you do, you can't help them. So, and there we go. But have a good trip. I will let me know how it goes, and I'll just send you a reminder to use your tripod.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. You too, Mike. We'll see you.
Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.